Madden NFL 23, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs on Thursday night primetime.
Well, the sun has gone down, and so has the thermometer, as EA Sports welcomes you to venerable Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. Again, everybody, alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Fielded just outside the goal line. Here come the Titans for their first possession on offense, and leading them out in his 4th season with the team, 10th overall in the NFL, Ryan Tannehill.
And one of the things that has really impressed me about Ryan Tannehill has been his perseverance. Early in his career, didn't have the success that he desired. Had some injuries that slowed his development, but he kept working at his craft, and now he's a guy that I think you can put a game on his shoulders.
They run with a big man in his 7th season. It's Derrick Henry. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's the kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
Let's go. That's what it is. That's what it is.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Henry. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
We got to be big time now. Let's turn it up. That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. Let's go do this thing, baby. This is where you step up right here, baby. Put that little aggressive, baby. There ain't no jump on it right now.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. As this complete to Woods. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Tannehill now to throw. And that is incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there. And now it's 4th down.
This is a perfect example of what separates the elite quarterbacks. Has his man open, way too anxious, ends up firing it in there with way too much zip on it. The great ones, they know how to relax and put the appropriate velocity on the football.
Tannehill to the sideline. Randy Bullock out now for the Tennessee field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Kansas City offense, and in his 6th season of conducting this high-powered attack, coming off 4 straight Pro Bowls, it's Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, he finds McKinnon, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Mahomes to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 33. That one goes for 13 yards and it moves the sticks.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Nothing after one on EA Sports. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal. It's the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. His pass caught at the 4. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run. Here's Burton, the fullback. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Edwards-Helaire. Oh, and Edwards-Helaire, I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll stop him short. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. And this obviously about as short of a field goal as you can get. Butker's kick here is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. To throw is Tannehill. And that's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Tannehill. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Coming up on 3 minutes left in the half in a 3-3 ball game. Just a pair of field goals to this point. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense set to go again. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Tannehill. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Tannehill. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, Tannehill. That's caught by Hollister. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and trying to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. Wide open receiver complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now it's Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodge 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now we think they're trying to dial up on 3rd and goal.
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal, they're the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Titans in that first half. And in a tie ball game, they've got to be asking themselves, what can we do to get this passing game on track for the second half to come? Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. But the Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lowered in the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw, it's Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. But tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Butker's kick here is good, and they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So no problems at all on that one, and you know, virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out, had to force the field goal.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
You ready to roll? Let's go, y'all. Let's go, dude. Let's lock him up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game. And there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Tannehill. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Now Tannehill. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Henry up the middle. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Titans now just about ready to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th-quarter lead. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. As this complete to Woods. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one. And we go to the 2-minute warning. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Tannehill. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Throwing, Tannehill. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 10-6, 30 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Mahomes finding Kelsey, and they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And that's going to be a first down to the 35 as the clock continues to run. Mahomes. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Mahomes will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One final try for Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you get that up?
The most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. So no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.